People call and ask me, can I install this water softener myself or do I need a plumber? For most of you, I recommend getting a plumber. If you're a DIYer and have some experience like putting in a hot water heater or doing some average plumbing around the house, yeah, you can install it yourself. People ask me, how much does a plumber cost? And a plumber can cost anywhere from $85 to $125 per hour plus parts and materials. And if you want to do it yourself, that's fine. We're here to help you with any questions you may have as far as the installation. People ask me if I do it myself, how much is it going to cost? Basically, with parts and materials, about $100. If you have existing equipment like an acid neutralizer or an iron filter, the water softener is going to go after those. People ask, what type of fittings and parts and materials should I have on hand before my softener arrives? You should have some fittings like 90s, couplings based on the type of plumbing you have in your home, and a couple of feet of pipe or so to do the installation. Okay, so a lot of people want to know what they need and how they can install this system themselves. And it depends. A lot of houses have CPVC nowadays, or they have PEX, which is very easy to work with. A lot of older houses have copper, and that's a whole different story. You have to solder joints together, and if you're not experienced in doing that, you should have a plumber come and do it. A lot of people call me and ask me, how do I install a water treatment system, or how do I install my water softener? Basically, the water softener is going to go right next to your pressure tank in your basement, and the first thing you're going to do is find a spot, a fairly level spot where you want to put it, fill it with your media, figure out what plumbing fittings you're going to need, how many 90s you're going to need, male adapters, female adapters, what type of plumbing do you have, copper, PEX, PVC, or even CPVC. And then once you get everything laid out, make sure you have pipe cutters, glue if you're using plastic pipe, crimping tools if you're using PEX. You can also use SharkBite fittings, which makes it a lot easier. If it's just a single unit, you can use some PEX tubing and some SharkBite fittings and you get it done right away. Now, one of the things that people ask about is, am I going to have to put media in myself? And a lot of times, especially with the water softener, this is a 48,000 grain Fleck 5600 demand system. If the manufacturer has time, they have a machine where they blow the media in the softener resin into the tank, and it makes it a lot easier. It's not real heavy, and the tank's still manageable to move around when you get it in your house. But if they don't, you're going to get a 1.5 cubic feet of cation resin and a funnel, and you're going to have to add it yourself. The main thing you want to do before you put the valve on is tape off the center tube, bowl funnel on top, and then scoop or pour the media into the tank and use all the media that comes with the unit. All right, now one of the main things when installing a backwashing type system like this Fleck softener is the drain line. You have to be able to access a drain line because it's going to discharge when it regenerates, which means it's going to rinse the resin bed with a salt solution to recharge it to get it ready for its next period of operation. So you have options like existing washing machine drain, sanitary tub, sump pump, or you're going to have to find a vertical PVC line, cut into that, put a T in with a P-trap and a standpipe. And if you're not comfortable doing that, that's something you should get a plumber to do because you have to run a 1/2-inch discharge line from the back of this valve. It could be 10, 15, 20 feet away to your drain. A lot of people ask me, what about the brine tank? How does that connect to the softener? The brine tank comes with a 6-foot piece of 3/8-inch tubing that goes from the safety shutoff inside the brine tank that has a quick connect. Just push it in, it connects, you run it over to the valve, and on the side of the valve, it's got a connection, a brass connection for the other end of the 3/8-inch tubing, and you connect that to the softener and you're done. And the rest, the softener will do the rest on its own when it goes through its 5-cycle backwash. Once the system is connected and you have water running through it, you check for leaks and drips and all that good stuff, make sure everything's good to go, run it through a backwash cycle. You want to set the time of day using the buttons on the screen, and you want to program it. And the only thing you need to change in the programming is you need to set the capacity, which for this unit, this is a 48,000 grain, so the capacity would be 48. If it was a 64,000 grain, you would arrow up to 64. And you want to set the hardness level. So if your hardness level was 5 on your raw water, add 6 grains to that, you're going to program it for 11. We compensate a little bit, so I would make it 12. And then go back to your time of day and reset the correct time of day. We do have a video we can send out if you need help with programming. Another important thing, and the reason why these Fleck units are so popular, is these backwash based on water usage. It has a flow meter built into the back of the valve, and as you use water and based on the information you put into the system, it will only regenerate when absolutely necessary, which is once every 7 days to once every 14 days. Another thing to expect, you're going to get some air bubbles the first few days. Anytime you cut into pipes and add any kind of appliance or fixture or anything like that, you're going to get some air in the lines. You want to make sure the first thing you do when you start this up is open the valve slowly with a cold water faucet open. Don't turn the water on all the way, because you're going to blow the resin into the plumbing and then you're going to have a real problem. And that's not something you're going to call me for. You're going to have to call a plumber and spend a whole lot of money to get all that resin cleaned out of your pipes. So open your main feed valve slowly, maybe a quarter of the way, just to get water flowing. Let it fill up slowly. Once you get water running from the faucet, you can slowly bring it to full pressure and let it rinse for 10 minutes. If you have questions and you want to talk to me directly, you can call 1-800-460-5810. The best way to get a hold of me Monday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. is my text number, and that's 443-277-2204. You can also go use our chat at www.midatlanticwater.net.